Hi guys, imagine if you found yourself in a thrilling and suspenseful movie filled with mystery and unexpected twists. Actually, we are talking about a movie Missing. So let's dive into the storyline and experience the roller coaster of emotions together. The story begins with a video showing a family, including a little girl named June and her parents. June's father starts to have a nosebleed and June watches the video. Now June is grown up, but sadly her father has passed away. June lives with her mother and her friend. We see June chatting with her friends online. Then her mother calls and informs June that she is going to Colombia with her friend Calvin. She asks June to take care of herself. June's mother asks her liar friend to look after June and gives her some money for June's expenses. Once June's mother leaves, June decides to have a party with her friends and spend all the money her mother gave her. For a whole week, June continues partying. Meanwhile, her mother's lawyer friend takes care of June as promised. 1 week passes and June goes to the airport to pick up her mother and Kevin. However, they don't arrive, which worries June. When June returns home and tries calling her mother and Kevin, no one answers to the phone. Concerned, June contacts the hotel in Colombia where her mother and Kevin were staying. She asks them to check the security cameras outside the hotel. The hotel staff tells June that she needs to come to the hotel within 48 hours to view the footage. Afraid, June shares all this with her mother's lawyer friend. Together they go to the Colombian embassy and report June's mother as missing. After a few days, June receives a call from a police inspector in Colombia. The inspector asks if June's mother mentioned going somewhere else. However, June has no knowledge of her mother's plan or whereabouts. To gather information about her mother, June starts watching online videos of tourists in Colombia. She hopes to find a clue about her mother's disappearance but doesn't discover anything useful. Realizing that the police can't assist her, June decides to investigate the case on her own. She first purchases a secret agent services in Colombia for $8. Initially, the agent advises June not to involve herself, but when she mentions his son, who never denies anything, he agrees to help. June instructs the agent to retrieve the recorded videos from the hotel where her mother stayed. The agent suggests that June should check her mother's and Kevin's Gmail account for information. When June tries to access her mother's Gmail, she faces difficulties. However, with the help of her friend, they manage to access Kevin's Gmail. Inside Kevin's account, they find a picture of a girl. Further investigation reveals that Kevin had blocked several girls in his account, all of whom were asking him for money. June realizes after reading the messages from the girls that Kevin is a dishonest man. She suspects that he might have kidnapped her mother too. The secret agent contacts June again and informs her that he couldn't obtain any videos from the hotel. However, he does know that her mother and Kevin left on the 19th. June shares all this information with the Colombian police and urges them to take action. The police inspector reveals that Kevin had been released from jail 2 years ago and was about to provide June with Kevin's Gmail information. However, he refrains from doing so as it would be illegal and could land June in trouble. June understands that hacking someone's account and misusing it or using their social media account without permission is a cybercrime that can lead to imprisonment. Therefore, she decides not to pursue that course of action, but she is determined to find her mother somehow. June discovers a secret location associated with Kevin, a scheduled place far from the city. She also learns about a man connected to Kevin. When she contacts him, the man reveals that Kevin is his friend and they met in a jail. He also mentions that Kevin talked about loving a woman deeply and trying to become a better person for her. Feeling disturbed by the conversation, June ends the call. Shortly afterward, the secret agent video calls her and shows her a lock he found. He doesn't understand why Kevin purchased it. Confused, June searches for a place in Colombia where lovers used to hang locks. She discovers a lock with Kevin's and her mother's name inscribed on it. June watches the trip video again and notices Kevin proposing to her mother. However, her mother's face is unclear in the video. They both appear joyful until some thugs emerge from the car. They snatch her mother and Kevin and drive away. Frightened by what she witnessed, June receives a call from the secret agent. She tearfully shares everything with him, expressing her fear of losing her mother after already losing her father. The agent, who has experienced the loss of his wife in an accident, sympathizes with June and considers as his daughter. He assures that they will find her mother and advises her not to worry. June revisits the videos and pays close attention to the pictures Kevin had posted on this account. As June carefully examined the pictures, she realized that her mother's face was not clear in any of them. She discovered that Kevin has not gone on a trip with her mother. The woman in the pictures was someone else, the same woman June had seen in Kevin's email. The police also discovered that June's mother disappeared between her house and the airport, and the videos of her kidnapping were fake. They located the girl whose video Kevin had. She was an actress and Kevin had told her it was for a show to portray her lifestyle. When Kevin mentioned the kidnapping scene, she found it strange and left. The police confirmed the actress's statement and revealed that June's mother had changed her identity in the court. Her new name and whereabouts were unknown, adding to the June's worries. Going back to the Kevin's account, June found a message application where she discovered a message from Kevin suggesting that her mother might have found out the truth. The number from which Kevin sent the message shocked June. It belonged to her mother's lawyer friend. Remembering her mother's advice, June put on the watch given by her friend and went to her house. There she discovered her mother's friend's lifeless body. Someone had killed her. It was evident that someone didn't wanted June to reach her mother, and the case became more complicated. The police informed June that her mother's friend was not working with Kevin but was being blackmailed by him. The inspector warned June that her life might be in danger and they couldn't determine if Kevin or someone else had killed her mother's friend. She had to stay vigilant. Later it was revealed that someone had hacked June's laptop, keeping an eye on her from the beginning. Kevin wasn't alone, there was someone supporting or manipulating him. Despite the challenges, June managed to access her mother's Gmail and found a message that began with, "Grace, I have found you," referring to her mother's name. It seemed to be the person Kevin was working with. June also discovered information about Kevin, who had installed cameras in the house of a man he was associated with. She hacked into those cameras and recognized the house. It was the same house seen in the beginning of the story through the video. In a fight with the police, Kevin also got killed, leaving June wondering who this person is that had so much information about them and was after them. She receives a call from the same person who informed her about Kevin earlier, and to her surprise, it turns out to be her father. Despite the initial scene where he seemed to be dying, June's dad was actually alive. The deserted place he discovered was her childhood home. With this realization, June invites her dad to their home, feeling a mix of emotions. When he arrives, she questions him about his whereabouts all these years. He reveals that her mother had falsely accused him, leading to his 12-year imprisonment. This revelation unsettles June. Her dad captures her and takes her to his child home, where he has also imprisoned June's mom. It turns out that everything that happened was orchestrated by June's dad. Another surprising revelation comes to light. June's dad was a terrible person and an abusive husband. He used to beat June's mom and force her into doing wrong things. Fed up with the abuse, June's mom reported him to the police, resulting in his 12-year sentence. To protect herself and June's mom, with the help of a lawyer friend, changed her identity and created fake documents to make it appear as if June's dad had died. She did this to ensure her husband could never find her and they could live a better life. However, her husband eventually found her, forming an alliance with Kevin in jail. It becomes clear that entire plan was orchestrated by June's dad, driven by his desire for revenge against June's mom. He reveals his intention to kill her. Before doing so, he leaves to bury a dead body. During his absence, June manages to free herself using glass and releases her mom too. June still wears the smartwatch given to her by her friend, which comes in handy. She contacts her secret agent and asks him to trace her location. Her dad returns and shoots at her mom, injuring her. He notices that June had freed herself and restrains her once again. In a desperate move, June's mom picks up a large piece of glass and stabs it into her dad's neck, causing his demise. However, June's mom is severely injured in this way. They notice a screen connected to June's laptop and her mobile nearby. Using the screen, June's mom operates her phone as a voice message and calls the helpline. The police arrive and rescue them. June's intelligence and effective use of the internet and social media saved herself and her mom too. Time passes and June's mom makes a full recovery. They rebuild their relationship and June appreciates the sacrifices her mother made for her. The film concludes on this note. Despite the challenges they faced, June and her mom's bond remained strong. Their love and support for each other helped them overcome difficult situations. The movie highlights the importance of seeking the truth and not accepting things at face value. June's determination to uncover the truth about her mother's disappearance led to the revelation of her father's true nature. Both June and her mother showed tremendous strength and resilience in the face of adversity. They didn't give up and used their intelligence and resources to overcome the obstacles they encountered. June's effective use of internet, social media, and smart devices played a crucial role in her quest to find her mother and expose the truth. It showcased the potential use of technology in solving problems and gathering information. Overall, the movie encourages us to stay vigilant, trust our instincts, seek the truth, and value the bonds of family and support. So that was all for today, guys. Hope you like our video. Don't forget to subscribe our channel if you like our content and to show your support. Thank you. Bye.